I think the way AI is going to go, I've thought this for years, that eventually it's going to get to the point where they'll be able to create an AI that's perfect for you to play against to get you to keep playing. It'll be the perfect level of difficulty, perfect level of fun. And I feel like they're going to add bots that you think are real players that you're playing against, but it's actually AI. And it's designed to be the perfect level of challenge so that you always want to keep playing. Yeah, like it's going to happen for... I honestly think we're going to be playing online, and half the time we're going to be playing AI and we don't even know it. I don't know if there's any legal ramifications about lying like that though. But if they host the AI on their own server and you're still connecting to them over the internet, like, I guess it's still, I don't know. Technically, if they just advertise it as online gameplay, not PvP, you know, there's no deception. There is deception there, but it's not explicit, so. But I still think they'll throw in games against real players from time to time. So, you know, it's believable. Are you playing like an AI? Like, to be honest, I don't think eFootball will be doing it, but like a lot of video games might already be tracking the player, like how people are playing the game. I think they do it for League of Legends. I think there was a bot that came out years ago on League of Legends that looked at, they just got all the pro players' games downloaded and used an AI to analyze it and then tested it against pro players, and it worked. Yeah, the tech already exists. It's just it exists. Yeah, it exists for League of Legends. I don't know if it would work in a football game, maybe. Like it might, or if anyone's even tried it. And like if you're playing a game like Battlefield, there's 100 people in the game. They already kind of tried it. They have bots in Battlefield, but you can tell instantly they're bots. But like it might get to the point where you can't tell, and they're a perfect level of difficulty. Whereas you feel like you're beating them, but you feel like they're real players. But it would be cool, like, if I could download Zelo's AI and just keep playing against it and to get better. It would accelerate like the learning. League of Legends is a more complex game. Yeah, but I don't really have a reason. I just feel like in my head it would be easier to track the inputs people are putting in on the game. Like, I guess like dribbling would be, you could train an AI to be really, really good at dribbling, because it's all about knowing the timing. And I don't think it's too complicated for an AI to learn where they need to dribble. I mean, they kind of already do it at the moment. Like which space you need to exploit. You're probably right. League of Legends might be more complicated. But the thing is that I think the League of Legends AI thing, like I think the developers, I don't know if the developers create that AI. Like did they give like, I don't think an AI can learn how to play the game at the moment by just looking at the gameplay. I think they have to see the inputs. But Pator, that inputs are zeros and ones. Like, what do you think? How do you think your computer reads an input? It's zeros and ones. Like it would be much more difficult for an AI to learn by looking at the game. But if it could have all the data, like that's a whole different. Like I don't think the AI is good enough to be able to look at a game and learn it, unless it was something very optically simple like chess, because you can, by looking at chess, you can basically just tell the input, like the data of what's happening on the chessboard by looking at it. But like it'd probably be more difficult for an AI to take footage of a eFootball game and interpret everything that's happening. AI doesn't look at the game, reads the code. That's exactly what I'm saying, Pator. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying on a football game it isn't possible yet, because Konami aren't given the data. Like when you play on your system, you can't read all the data. The developers would have to give you that. I play PUBG. They released a roadmap, including in it is how they make bots more like actual players with zigzag movements. Yeah, I don't know though. When I play PUBG or Fortnite, I don't know if I want the bots to be more difficult to detect. I think I'd rather know I'm playing against a bot, unless it was so good that I wouldn't be able to tell. But then I don't want the issue of like, is that guy a bot? Like, did I just get killed by a bot? Like, I don't want that kind of headache of being confused. Give them the source code, but that's the thing, they don't. I assume that's what the League of Legends example was. It might have been Dota, but in my head they're the same thing. So, because an AI, all right, if it doesn't actually have to play the games at normal time, if it can use the processing power to speed up the games, it would understand all. It would learn so quickly, like, which shot angles are the best. Like a player has to put hundreds of hours in to attempt 100 shots from the same/similar angle, and they have to try out different shot power and stuff. But an AI can test out everything in minutes if the games aren't in real time, if they're able to speed up the game speed and play a game in a couple of seconds. Like the AI if you played against this champion AI that Tor is saying, it probably would look really weird to play against because it wouldn't play like the pro players. It wouldn't play exactly like the pro players. It would probably do stuff that like you never see anyone even attempt. It'd be doing shots from like weird angles that just work, but or like an obvious pass might be on, but the AI knows it can shoot instead and still score most of the time. Like I wonder if the AI would know what passes are possible at every instant, the likelihood of success, and it would also be a master at dribbling. So you might see the AI just dribble, and then hit a crazy pass. Or it might, you might see an AI not even dribble and just keep passing all the time, and it'll eventually find it'll know how the opponent is gonna, if it keeps passing, the opponent's gonna make a misstep and it'll exploit it. It'd be I think if they made that AI, it would look different than a pro player. There'd be certain things that are the same, like 1-2s and stuff, but I think it would look very weird. And then any attempt to beat that AI will just train the AI further, and they'll never beat it. Yeah, it would know, like Thunder, it would, like an AI be able to switch players like so quickly. It would be able to get so much pressure on the ball and cover all the areas. It'd be crazy. And it would be able to perfectly use second man press to close down the opponent and then switch into, because when you switch into the player, I feel like your players get a boost in defensive stats. It would be able to split in or switch into the defender at the exact moment it needs to and take the ball. And like if you played two of these AIs against each other, like if you play two of the AIs against each other, it might be very difficult for them to score, because maybe defenders are better in this game than attackers if you're controlling them. So if the AI perfectly, with no input lag, as Pator says, switch in between players, it might be like really difficult for the AI to break each other down. I'm always thinking there's got to be someone who has trained an AI to play a game before everyone else, and they're gonna try get into a pro tournament and not play the game, let the AI play it. Okay, maybe this is an AI, man. This dribbling's crazy. Like, you wouldn't even be able to do long shots against an AI because it would just switch into the centre back and block it. Like, I think it took a few iterations of the AI in chess to beat it, to be able to beat like a grandmaster. But because of how quick computers are, if anything got released, like if anything got released that a pro player could beat, they would just have to spend 6 more hours training the AI, and then it would and then it'd be able to beat all the pro players. Like, I would say if you played against AI, I'll get the ball and I'll say like what weird shit would probably happen. Like, I feel like they would just dribble in circles like this a lot, and then once the opponent switches players, it just exploits the gap like instantly. Or on the converse, it could just ping pong all the way up the pitch. And do you think the AI would use manual passing? I think the AI would use manual passing, wouldn't it? Because there would be no issues with accuracy. It would always know perfect weight, direction, and power. Yeah, Anarchy, because the AI you're playing against knows your inputs. The true AI I'm imagining is, it's not AI in the game, it's an AI that's essentially it's sitting beside you with a controller. So the only inputs the AI is getting is the visual input of the screen. Like you're putting a capture card into the AI and it's seeing the screen, and that's what's learning to play the game. It's not actually reading the code. I don't know if that's possible at the moment. You think it's possible? Just from looking at so it's not reading any code, it's literally just reading visual stimulus. Well, Nvidia has a higher market cap than Amazon, or at least it did for a little bit. I don't know if it's still true. Like, it's crazy. It was worth over $1 trillion, I believe. See, AI with a super cancel and put it into your corner there.